Welcome to Alexis Drinks, where we talk to your favorite alcohol producers about their favorite alcohol. We're in Maple Shade today talking to Jack O'Connell from DrBrewlittles. Let's go see what he's drinking. And welcome to another fabulous episode of Alexis Drinks. I say fabulous because the weather is amazing.
It's really nice.
We're here at Dr.Brewlittles in Maple Shade with Jack O'Connell.
Hi.
Not O'Connell.
Not O'Connell.
Not O'Connell. O'Connell. Yeah. Really excited because I've never been here before. And this is my first brewery that I've never been to before.
Okay.
So we got a couple of firsts going on
Cross the stuff off the list.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So you guys should come here because it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Inside, outside, everything.
It's not bad.
It's not. It's not. What are we drinking? Please, let's do the wine first.
So we got to do the stuff I like to drink, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So I'm never gonna be able to pronounce this,
Cool.
but like you could try if you want.
Scheifenkorf.
Yeah,
that's Scheifenkorf. We're drinking a Scheifenkorf.
Yeah. So the cool thing about this bottle is, so there's a place called Versi Vino in Maple Shade, and they're kind of like my go-to wine place. I don't know how much wine do you want to? Do I just do it?
All the wine. All the wine. You could have poured the whole thing.
All right, we could probably drink this pretty quick.
Yeah.
The cool thing about this bottle was, they told me about it yesterday or the day before, was that it's there's Braille on it.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so people don't really think about that. Like, blind people still like to drink.
Yes.
And it's really hard to tell what you're drinking when you're blind.
Correct.
So they added like little Braille bumps to it so you can read it, and there's like a year on it. So you can read like what the wine is when you're getting it, so you can actually understand what you're actually drinking.
That's fantastic.
And they made it like a twist cap because it also is very hard to open wine bottles when you're blind because you can't see stuff.
Sure.
So they just made like a twist cap with Braille on, which I thought was pretty cool.
That's awesome, and I think that that's something that like a lot of folks should think about, right?
Yeah.
You know, that how are you being more inclusive to folks, you know, who want to drink your beer or want to drink your wine or your product and can't because they just or like have to gamble because
this might be good.
This might be, who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
So you know, I think that that's really amazing, and so on that alone, I'm really excited about it.
I'm usually like a big fan of like dry reds, but this is like kind of like a funky white because I like a lot of like funk in my palate. Like that's why I like Brett's saisons, like wild fermentation, stuff like that.
All right,
so
So we got a funky wine
in our beer glasses.
In our beer glasses. Oh, they're gorgeous though. Ooh.
Yeah.
So what I like about this show, for me, it's all about me, guys. We all know this.
I mean, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Is that I have to drink whatever you give me, and I get to like expand my palate in that way.
Oh, I could have just brought like garbage too.
You could have been awful.
I could have been like, here's just the worst stuff I've ever drank in my whole life. Yeah.
Right. But no, like this is like you said, I'm usually a dry red, and
so
this is
because it's kind of like a dry white, but it adds that like little funk pop to it, which I enjoy.
It's got a nice little tart on your tongue.
Yeah, a little tart on the tongue.
A little funky little tart, kind of like me.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna say it, but yeah.
No, I'll always say it.
Yeah. No, it's nice though. I don't know why. Like I got into wine like a few years ago, and I think I really am like a trash can for alcohol.
Right.
Like I drink everything. It's bad. Like that's why like I have the Olympic body you see before you.
Listen.
Eating habits are really good. Like pretty solid eating habits.
Put it in front of me. I'll eat it. I'll drink it.
Holy shit! Do I drink a lot though? It's bad. I always say I do it for work, but like I'm working like 70 hours a week if I'm doing it for work, man. I like sat down one time. I was like, I don't think I have not skipped a day in like 6 months. I should probably take a day off.
Just for like, you know, like you do.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Listen,
you know?
love it. But and so how? I mean, like you said, like you like funky, you know, and you like breads. Like how does this, you know, inform on like what you're brewing? Yeah.
So like it's weird because like I actually try to take some notes from wines. Like dry reds, I like seeing a lot in like some of like your bigger, more bold beers and things like that. And then whites are fun because you get a lot of that like wild fermentation to it. So there's also like, I didn't know there's orange wine. I had no idea I had no idea. Orange wines are a thing.
No.
Yeah, it's like orange.
They just like make wine from oranges?
No, like orange the color.
Oh!
Come on. Wine's from grapes, dude.
I know, I was confused.
This is a drinking show, right?
Yes.
I feel like that should have been a thing you knew about.
I didn't know that
like
but we didn't know that there was orange wine at all.
Okay, that's fair. All right. But they make like orange.
Listen, they also make wine from like blueberries and stuff. I don't know.
That's like mead, though, isn't it?
No, that's honey.
Well, but I'm saying, like, can you make stuff from other than grapes? I don't know.
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
I know about beer. Who the fuck knows? But so like a lot of the oranges had that like weird saison like feel to it.
Okay.
And like one of my favorite things to do is get like the bottom of a bottle because you'll get a lot of that dropout like from fermentation in the wine, and so you have this kind of like milky orange kind of stuff that looks gross. But if you know anything about wine, you know that's like some of the best stuff because that's like the essence of what that wine actually is. So whenever I go there, she knows that like I don't know a ton about wine. I know like what flavors I like, but like I can't pronounce 75% of the names on the list.
Right.
So she'll know if a bottle's low, she'll give me that pour. Because I like feeling the funk on the palate.
So
and
this
stuff
is
like
at
that.
Versi Vino.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's cool too because we get to talk about another Maple Shade business, which I've been
Bring
to.
it all together. Yeah, they're dope.
Yeah, I had like brunch there with a friend of mine.
Yeah, brunches are dope though.
Oh, it's so good.
It's intense.
Mimosa flake, like thank you very much. Like, I was like, yes, please. And who makes this wine? This inclusive, delicious, funky tart wine.
Sylvaner.
Sylvaner.
I think they're from Franken, like Franken, Germany.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say Franken.
That's why like the name sounds like I sneezed, like Schafferko. Like I have no idea how to say it, but I know it's good. That's like half the wine I drink.
Cool.
Can't pronounce? No, I love it though.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, and I see you have something else that's kind of wine-ish over
I do.
there.
So
We're
put
gonna keep drinking this.
I'm
but,
gonna 100% gonna finish it.
in a
So
minute.
I mean I kind of did once to figure if I needed a bottle opener, which was 30 seconds ago. Well, not 30
right.
seconds.
Okay, but we, that was off camera. It doesn't matter.
So the local thing is, so I picked up this bottle last year during the pandemic, when you were doing like only like canned stuff and distribution and things like that. So this is a Buffalo Trace, or is this the Buffalo Trace or Buffalo Nickel? This is Buffalo Nickel from Double Nickel.
Right.
And this Buffalo Trace is the whiskey. So this is Buffalo Nickel. I haven't touched this bottle in my house for like a year and a half. So I got this when I picked up cans and stuff from Drew, and Drew was like, here, take this. And I was like, no. And he's like, do it. I went, okay. So I haven't touched this. I haven't opened it. I haven't looked at any reviews on the beer. Like I wanted this to be like a totally
yes, guys. We have no idea what we're drinking.
So I have no idea how it tastes. I've never even had like another bottle of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
So I have
That's a
zero
cool
idea how this is gonna go. Yeah.
Right, nice.
So this is what he made. Like this was last year. So again, I have no clue how this is gonna go.
Love it. Love it.
Could be really bad. Could be really good.
You know what? Alexis drinks gambles.
Yeah. I mean, it's from Drew and stuff, so like I can't imagine it's gonna be bad.
That is the thing. It's always nice to gamble like with a safe bet.
Yeah.
Right. Double Nickel's putting out like really good stuff. Drew's a great brewer. I've had a variation on this that I think I also got in the pandemic, but I had no self constraint. I just drank it.
I mean, it smells good.
Oh.
Yeah, it smells like pretty sticky.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like toffee sticky, not like sticky.
Like
icky,
good, like
like
yes,
candy,
like it's gonna like coat the tongue in a good way and like make you really happy, but also drunk.
Yeah, that holds up.
Oh yeah, ooh.
Yeah, it holds up.
Ooh. It's got like a little bit more carbonation than I thought it would, and
Yeah,
I'm
it does,
kind
like-
of loving it.
I'm surprised that it actually stayed carbonate over.
Yeah.
It's been about I think a year and 7 months now.
It's like tingly. I expected because it
like
has
it's a
that-
little bubbly.
Yes,
And I thought it was gonna be like flat.
and creamy,
Which is fine. That's why you age
yeah,
beer.
you expect
Yeah.
it to, but no, this
No, there's
has,
like full carbonation in
yes,
this though.
yes, it is, and
It's actually really good. I'm usually not a dark beer drinker, so like for me, it's also I was like, this is a thing that I'm gonna age, and I already don't love dark beers that much, so like this could be like way worse for me.
It could be so terrible.
Because I've had a lot of beers that you age like a
This could have gone
yeah,
so
this could have been like just a drain pour, and we would have no idea. But it's actually delicious. Thanks, Drew.
Thanks, Drew.
Yeah, it's actually really good. This is good. Zero food in my body, just pounding back alcohol.
Well, we did decide that we were going to do later an Alexis Ubers show for like, the really hard days. Like where I go hard and I don't have anyone else to drive. I'm just going to Uber home and like video
Film
it.
from
It's
the Uber. I bet the
hilarious.
Uber driver's gonna love that.
Oh my god, so much. The Uber drivers love me.
Do they?
No.
Okay. I didn't think so.
No, I'm that person that they're just like, oh god, this person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I talked to them the whole way. I don't know. It's
Drunk with a camera.
surprising.
That's always what they like. That's really good
so
for them.
Good.
Yeah, just a hammered woman in their backseat with a camera.
So much fun.
That's never gone bad.
No,
Not once.
never at all. Oh my god.
It's like really held up though.
And what is it? I mean, we know it's Buffalo.
So it's a
Nickel.
bourbon aged barrel stout.
Bourbon aged barrel stout. No,
so
it's
yeah, they don't list like the thing on it because they give you like no packaging, which I love. They're just like,
Yeah, there's
here's
a
a beer,
good luck,
figure it
God
out.
bless.
Yeah, but like it really did hold up like crazy.
No, it's really good. So
Yeah.
check that out.
That's kind of wild.
If you can. If not, sorry.
Probably not because I don't think they have them anymore in house.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean this one's from. I mean, granted they might have the new ones, but this is from a year. and
yeah. Well,
7
yeah.
months
This
ago.
one certainly
Yeah.
they don't have, but
It's special.
it is.
Yeah.
It is. Thank you.
Yeah, you're
Thank you
welcome.
very
Good thing there's not like super loud cars driving by. That's really good.
Our mics are fine. Our mics are great.
They knew that we were going to open the window, so they want like their loudest cars to drive.
Guys, you can sit at the window and like look down Main Street in Maple Shade here at Dr.Brewlittles, which we're doing.
Yeah.
We're going to move for our next segment, but love it. Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right.
Stick around.
Yeah, do it.
BrewU is the app to send and receive drinks. Buying a drink with BrewU is easy. First, select a recipient, choose the location, and then pick a drink from their menu and send it out. It's easy to stay connected with the people you care about with BrewU. Whether it's a birthday or promotion, or just because, sending a drink with BrewU is great for any occasion. When someone buys you a drink, you'll receive a notification with the details, and the drink will be stored in the app until you redeem it. When you're ready to redeem a drink, follow the prompts and show the bartender the confirmation screen. Once your drink is received, close it out on the app and say thanks. Then, cheers! You just received your first drink on BrewU. Available for download on the App Store and Google Play Store.
Thank you so much for sticking with us. We're back, and now we get to the fun part where we get to drink Jack's beer.
My stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Jack, Dr. Brewlittle's extraordinaire.
Yeah, I guess. Something like that.
I can talk. I have words.
Yeah. Words are tough.
Yeah, I finished those other alcohols behind camera, so like now we're like really warm.
Yeah, now you're getting ready to go.
Yeah, totally ready.
I should have done that. That was a rookie move.
I know. We have it.
Well, see, you finished out. I had to work. I had to do stuff.
Yeah,
like an idiot.
Like a fool.
Like a moron.
Like a
dummy
fool.
I am.
Getting ready to be like open for the actual public.
Ugh, idiot.
Silly.
All right.
So what are we drinking here?
So first one is Doc's Orders. So it's an American Pilsner. It's 5%. We use Vienna or Pilsen malt from Proximity with a little bit of Vienna topped off on it, and we use Cascade and Columbus hops.
Excellent. It's nice and clear.
Yeah.
It looks crisp.
Yeah. So this is like, I like doing like the stepping stone thing. So I believe that like a big reason that a lot of people didn't like craft beer too much was because they would be going from drinking like PBR, Mick Ultras, Coors Light to like, here's an 8%, West Coast IPA. And they're like, I hate this. Why do I want to drink this? Yeah. Right. So then like my dad was the same way where he was like Mick Ultra and Coors Light and he tried IPAs and he was like, I don't like craft beer. It's like, no.
You don't like that.
You don't like, which is fine. Like when people say I don't like IPAs, you might just not like hops.
Sure.
Try like a hazy, never try a milkshake. Try like a hazy IPA. But, so like Doc's Orders is actually named after my brewer's cat, Josh's cat Doc, so it's D-O-C-K.
Oh, okay.
So this is like a really good introduction to craft beer kind of thing.
I love gateway beers.
Yeah, it's a good like, this, in my opinion, it's a good like shower beer.
Oh. Yeah, I drink that in the shower.
Yeah, like it's like a light, it doesn't have like a ton to it. It has like a little bit of hop on the end of it, but like not enough that you're like, oh wait, like, I'm not like a huge fan of this.
Well, and it has a nice, I like to taste the grain.
Yeah.
And I feel like you taste malts.
Yeah, and you shouldn't like a Pilsner though. You should get a little bit of like bready light quality to it. It shouldn't be like overpowering and sweet, but it should be pretty good.
No, it is. And that's the thing. Like this is the sort of beer, and I always, to your point, I always think about Pilsners and other, crisp, clear beers as like, can I give it to my stepfather, Bob, who orders a Coors Light and a glass of water.
Yeah.
And as he replaces
2 glasses of water.
Correct.
Yes.
As he replaces the Coors Light by drinking it, displaces whatever.
I got you. As he drinks the beer.
As he drinks the beer, he sticks the ice in.
That's weird.
It's so weird.
That's a little weird. I'm not gonna lie.
He's like the nut that I need to crack.
Yeah.
And like I feel like this is a beer that I can be like, hey, you will recognize this.
Yeah.
This is something that you'll.
That's why we made that beer. We still get on a daily basis when we're open. I drink Miller Lite. What do you have? It's like Miller Lite, and we give them that. And they're like, "This is great."
Yeah,
that's like our good.
Because what I like about it is like Miller Lite in that it is something that they recognize, something that they will like, but also has those craft elements that introduces them to something new and gives them the courage to say, well, if I like this,
I might like.
So
we've been getting a lot of people who started out with Doc's for the first 3 months of being open, and they're like, I'll try Grogs. Like, I don't mind Grogs. Maybe I'll try this. But they'll always have Doc's to go back on. So these beers that I gave you are core 4.
Right.
So these are beers that I always have on tap. There's 4 beers plus the seltzer, which we'll get to. But they're always on tap. They're always an option you can fall back on. And there's like good variety. It's like a Pilsner lager, 2 IPAs, and a seltzer.
Beautiful.
Like it kind of spans like a little bit to where like you're always going to have an option to go back to if you don't like something else.
Right.
That's kind of why we did it.
And I do like that. Again, the risk-taking part of craft beer.
Yeah, it's always going to be there, but like it's nice to know you have like a little like cushion to go back with.
No, that's fantastic. That's a really thoughtful approach to, again, New Jersey is young in the craft beer world. Our consumers are young.
Yeah.
So, you know, they're like, you know, you're going to talk, my 70-year-old stepfather will be like, I'm not young. And it's like, no. Your palate is young.
Your beer young.
Your beer young.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a good transition to number 2.
So this is Maple Shade Lager. So it's an amber lager that we make. So we named it also after the town that we're in. This is kind of like a thank you to putting us up and being all good old people to us.
I hear great things about Maple Shade.
Nice town friendly people.
Yeah, nice town friendly people.
But we made the amber lager is kind of like akin to when people go like, I drink Yingling a lot. We'll try an amber lager. It's the same reason we actually have it, I think, coming out Labor Day weekend we're shooting for. We have our Oktoberfest. So like no one's ever dethroned this beer yet, the 4th one, as our number 1. That's my beer.
Yeah.
No one's ever dethroned it. It's always been top seller, top rated. It's always been the top. Oktoberfest got real close. We had to brew it 4 times in 2 months. But like that is like kind of like we found out that people like pilsners, lagers, like stuff like that. So I try to stay away from like an IPA heavy list. So like we'll have no more than 3 or 4 at any point.
Yeah.
And I like saying like, okay, like, you know, you drink England and Miller Lite. That's like what people predominantly drink in this area. Try these 2 things. And now they've switched to it. They'll pick up stuff to go rather than going to a liquor store and getting like a case of Miller Lite. They might get a smaller case of Miller Lite, but then like a 4-pack of Docks on their way out.
That's awesome.
So it works out well.
Fantastic. Yeah, I like that too.
Just nice, refreshing, little bready to it, like no hop content pretty much.
No, very good.
So it's just like a nice, easy like introduction. Like I like darker, you know, beers. Like okay, lager's like a good thing for you to try to start out on.
And a nice ode to your nice town.
Yes, it's a pretty solid little town. They've been really good to us, so I gotta do something for them. Yeah. We actually just canned that this past week. We spent like 10 hours canning. I think we canned like 40 cases of beer.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, so we're going through like 10 or 12 cases a week.
So you can find this in a liquor store too?
No, so I just started distro. So like our first place you can find this, I think right now, in a 4-pack is actually at Versi Vino.
Plus.
Yeah, so
let's just go to Versi Vino next time.
Yeah, I mean, here's terrible. Go there.
Right.
Forget Brewlittle is terrible. So we just started doing some distribution, like really small scale. Like Arc has some of our stuff in Lumberton.
Yes.
Versi Vino is the first one to pick up cans from us.
Excellent.
Because they actually use the lager in their mussels. Yeah. So they started doing that. So they do beer mussels, and they moved from another lager to our lager, and so they're starting to do that. So like I gave them a case of Grogs and a case of Docks as well. So they just started putting that in the fridge for us. So we're slowly but surely getting out there.
Yeah.
But I'm keeping like real low key to start. There's gonna be a couple restaurants popping up in the next few weeks. They're gonna have a keg or 2. So.
And I love to hear that. I love to hear that like your focus is local places to get beer. You know,
we're starting
places.
Here and kind of like spreading out.
Yeah, I think that's a fantastic. That's a great. You know, I love to see that collaboration between businesses.
Yeah.
Sometimes difficult in the state, but we're working on it.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're doing all right. So next beer is Old School, West Coast IPA, one of Josh's favorite to brew. So this is Cascade, Centennial, and Columbus hops. We found that like a lot of West Coast IPAs and like the, you know, kind of California IPA style got like really bitter really quick, where it was like, look how bitter we can make our beer, and that's what they became. And I never really liked that because I don't like big like hop bombs.
Right.
Like I like feeling a little pine, a little spruce, like a little bit of that, but I don't want my whole palate to taste like I'm like eating a tree. That's not fun. And I think what happened in beer was that people start to like think that, you know, oh, this must be what craft beer is. It must be these big hoppy beers. Like if people like these, I have to like them too.
Right.
To be welcomed in craft beer. Like no. So we made Old School and kind of pulled back the hops a lot. So you're gonna get like that like piney spruciness, but like you're not gonna get that huge overwhelming like hop.
Yeah, I smell it.
You're still gonna get like a little bitter bite to it, but it's gonna be like a really clean IPA because we technically double filter everything. So we filter all of our water coming in, and then we filter every single ounce of beer that goes into our bright tank goes through a big plate filter that you see a lot in like bigger like macro breweries or like wineries and stuff.
Yeah.
So it pulls out like every bit of sediment that you could get. So we actually, I don't know if anyone else is using it, but we use like a big plate filter to pull all of our like crap out of it, so it becomes like super clear. Like
that's pretty cool. It's a clear, and again, you're almost not used to seeing clear IPAs anymore.
Yeah.
But I love them because I have found like I didn't used to like IPAs at all.
Yeah.
And it's a common story where I tell people about how I didn't like IPAs, and then I told the brewers I didn't like IPAs, so they kept putting IPAs in front of me.
Yeah. It's like try this.
No, wait, I was just trying to be respectful of your life, so you knew. And they're like, no, you need to like IPAs. And so I've evolved, and I do, but like I tend to like you know, the clearer, and I like the, you know, less aggressive. I feel like I like the East Coast IPAs.
Yeah, like New England, like the hazier ones. Yeah.
But this is a very nice.
Yeah, it's clean, it's easy. Like it's got like a little bitterness to it, but like not enough that you're gonna be like, holy crap, I can only have one of these.
Yeah.
Like this is still pretty easy to crush. It's only 6.5%, so it's not even like the ABV is like super high. Yeah.
And it's again the kind of beer that I would say, hey, you've not tried IPAs.
Yeah.
You want to like taste an IPA that's not going to turn you off.
Yeah, this is a good, like, a lot of their core four is supposed to be introductory beers.
Yeah,
like, hey, like, you don't drink a ton of craft beer, like, try some of these. These are probably a good, like, first step in the craft beer world.
Yeah, and that's an excellent approach, right? Because you want to expand your consumer base. And the best way to do that is to meet them where they are.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, and this is phenomenal.
Thank you.
I'm a huge fan. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, next is one of my favorites.
After I like just trash talk the hazy IPAs.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
It's okay because there's no lactose. That's
there you go. There you go.
We don't mess around with lactose here. So this is Grog's Paradise. This is named after my cat, Grog. So this is a New England hazy. We use Citra, Mandarina, and Lemon Drop hops.
Okay.
A nice like flake wheat. And just like I don't love like lactose or a lot of adjuncts in my beer, and any kind of fruit and stuff we put in, we try to get as natural as possible. If not, just for the most part, you just use fruit.
Oranges.
It's there, like so. It's there. We actually have, we have an orange wheat beer that we put oranges in.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So Grog's Paradise has been like our #1 beer for a while. It's a hazy IPA, but it's not like I'm not like pandering to hype boys and stuff like that. Like I'm just saying like it's a good solid.
Yeah.
It's gonna start like a little citrusy on the front. It's gonna have like that nice like I hate this word, but it actually really works like that creamy mouthfeal. It's not great, but it's always my trivia name. But I hate it. I hate it.
Mouthfeel, mostly because I have a friend who's he's like a big nerd, like a big word nerd, and I was like mouthfeel, and he goes, "That's not a word," and I'm like, "Oh, here it is," and so I love it for that reason. And it does.
But this is like we actually went through like a bunch of iterations of yeast for this. So we just switched up our yeast. We were going between like 838, which is a juice yeast, but it's like $600 to get shipped here. It's a lot. And then we moved to like, we've settled on a yeast called Verdant from Lallman Yeasts, and it's really good. It's a specific New England yeast. It's tough. You got to get beer in your mouth to drink it.
I know.
It's tough. I know. It's difficult. It's fine. You've had like at least maybe a half a beer. So
it's been so much.
Yeah. A half a beer and 2 sips of wine really got you. But no, Grog's is like, it's definitely like a good classic New England, like nothing crazy to it. And it's all this stuff doesn't have anything in it. So like that citrus and all that like stuff you get in the front is just using for the 4 ingredients of beer: water, malt, yeast, and hops. That's it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So good.
That's my boy. That's my favorite. One of my favorites, I should say.
Nice. Excellent.
Yeah.
And now we get seltzer.
Pink drink.
Pink drink.
This is G&G Bubbly. There's actually 2 dogs on the wall that no one can see. But they're those 2 dogs.
We'll show them to you later.
Yeah, we'll show them to you later.
Like right
so
now.
they're my partner Chris in this place. They're his late dogs. So it's Gus on the left and Gigi on the right, and hence G&G Bubbly. So we all kind of said like we're gonna pick something named after our animals, like when we're opening this place up. So he got the seltzer, and so what we do is like I got tired of the same thing, like seeing what the industry became, where it was like, hey, here's a bunch of sugar and like artificial flavors. Drink this, but it's 5% in light. So people are like, oh, it's great, like the Trulies and White Claws, and like I still, I'll pick up a claw every once in a while.
Listen. But
this to me is like it's sugar, water, and yeast. That's it. Like that's literally all you need to make seltzer with. And then we use like as close as we can get to natural flavors, like literally a step below it from like amaretti and stuff. And so we do our we can our seltzer. So we do lemon lime in the can. And then this is blackberry hard seltzer right now. But we've done everything to where like...
Oh, no.
What? You don't like blackberry?
It's so good.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, no.
No, I got
I'm allergic to blackberries.
No, this is amazing. Yeah, sorry. I like totally derailed. You were like saying like really good things. And I was just like, no.
Seltzer needs to be really clean. Like that's the whole point of seltzer. Yeah.
It is. It's like just crispness and then blackberry.
Yeah, that's it. Blackberry. But we've done like a lot. We've done like a banana hard seltzer. We've done orange, black cherry.
I'm sorry.
You would think like it sounds weird, but like it was our quickest selling seltzer.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to like text me when that's out again.
Yeah, we're probably pulling out again in a few weeks. We're gonna brew another batch of seltzer because we go through like about like a keg every week, 2 weeks. Like we go through a lot of seltzer here, surprisingly enough.
Awesome. Well, this is great. This is great. Your core 4 is great. Core 4, love it.
Yeah.
The flake boards are great.
Thanks.
So, get here.
Do it.
Get to Maple Shade.
Or don't. I mean, I don't.
No, do it. I tell them. Whether they listen to me or not, I have no idea. But I tell them, get here, do this, enjoy Dr.Brewlittles, because we are. And thank you so much, Jack.
Yeah,
really
thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. See you later.
Bye-bye.